Factsverse presents 20 celebs that really are big jerks and you didn't know. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe and click that notification bell so you can stay up to date with all our videos. Number 1. Jared Leto. The actor who interpreted DC's villain, the Joker, before Joaquin Phoenix's Oscar-winning performance, is beloved by his fans and friends. However, he made it to this list because of his bad behavior. Once, he sent sexual toys and used condoms to each one of his castmates on the set as presents. Also, there are rumors that affirm his bad treatment onto women. Knowing this is shocking how he sucked as the evil clown. Number 2. Jennifer Lawrence. The girl on fire, Jennifer Lawrence, is one of the biggest actresses on the big screen. Mostly known for her role at the Hunger Games saga, she is beloved by her fans, the ones that haven't seen her face to face. Her bratty behavior to her fans have been growing up since 2015. She claims it's self-defense, but it's not like if you were being hunted, Katniss. Number 3. Tommy Lee Jones. Apparently, his grumpy old man behavior in movies is not so much a performance. From talking to a journalist to signing autographs, he just doesn't like to and won't do it most of occasions. And for the surprise of all, that's fine. Most journalists won't want to get a second interview with him because of his tradition of cutting interviews in half. Extra fact, he said, "I hate you, I really don't like you," to Jim Carrey in the Batman Forever set. Number 4. Ellen DeGeneres. Everyone loves Ellen, and Ellen loves everyone, right? Maybe not. An amazing number of Hollywood stars hate Ellen. She treats her staff really bad. She even critiques them for writing bad, unfunny jokes. Pretty rare coming from a comedian. There was once a Twitter thread accusing her for being the meanest person alive after she tried to get a waitress fired after she discovered the waitress had chipped a nail. Number 5. Terrence Howard. The former James Rhodes from Marvel's Iron Man has a really bad attitude. In 2001, he beat his wife because of her strong talking. In 2005, he punched his second wife, and in 2010, he gave her a death threat. That bad behavior doesn't stay home. He continues to be rude in his work life. No wonder he was replaced in the MCU movies by Don Cheadle. Number 6. Jonah Hill. The adorable comedian that performed as Schmidt in 21 Jump Street is a real-life cretin. He may do jokes for a living, but don't joke in front of him. Once, an interviewer called him Seth, and he responded, "That's a great way to start," and leaving almost no material to work him after the interview. The word arrogant stays short for his attitude. Of course, he is the one that screws up successful businesses in movies like War Dogs or Wolf of Wall Street. Number 7. Julia Roberts. Tinkerbell, or Tinker Hell, nicknamed like this by the crew on Peter Pan's set for being an emotional wreck, Julia Roberts is claimed for having a huge ego. Steven Spielberg even said he doesn't want to work with her ever again. Number 8. Gwyneth Paltrow. Gwyneth Paltrow has no chance of ever being seen as an average person. After something shocking like eliminating fundamental foods from her diet, she has been called just a, quote, white, rich woman with an eating disorder turned into a branding opportunity. Her Netflix series Goop only shows how out of touch with society she is. While she was in London, she insulted a chef in a restaurant and preferred to go back to her hotel and ask for room service. She'd rather eat moon dust than a healthy salad. Number 9. Tom Cruise. Many people do still love Tom Cruise, but some in Hollywood don't understand why. He set weird yet serious rules to Katie Holmes both inside and outside marriage. She couldn't travel with her daughter, and she wasn't allowed to see other men. Also, she was forbidden from meeting Nicole Kidman, Tom's ex. Also, there is the fact that Cruise takes too seriously his religion, Scientology, making him a mission impossible to deal with. Number 10. Chevy Chase. Chevy Chase is a nasty individual. With a reputation of being a jerk, even his SNL co-stars hate him because of his behavior. At one point, he made lewd remarks towards a female writer. Not a good thing to be unrespectful to the ones that help you. He hates to be polite to everyone, fans and staff alike. Number 11. Cameron Diaz. You don't want to ask Cameron Diaz for an autograph. She has fame for being one of the worst celebs to approach to. She actually lectures her fans about why getting autographs is stupid. Beside that, she's an unsociable person as well, capable of ignoring all the people in a party. Common, not talking to anyone in a party? Number 12. Christian Bale. Being very hard to work with him is one of his qualities. Bale has been on the news thanks to his high-maintenance tantrums on set. Before Terminator Salvation was released, one audio from one of his freakouts gained more attention than the movie itself. In the tape, Bale is clearly insulting director of photography Shane Hulbutt for ruining a take. He has a reputation of forcing others to give him whatever he wants, being one of the reasons on why there isn't an official Robin in the Batman trilogy. 13. Russell Crowe. Another ego king, Russell Crowe often appears on magazine covers because of his trash-talking about other celebs in the industry. There was one time when he called George Clooney a Frank Sinatra wannabe, something that didn't like to Clooney at all. One more story was during the production of Gladiator, he called his producer at 3 a.m. to yell at him and threatening to kill him with his own hands. Why? Because Crowe felt like DreamWorks lowballed one of his assistants. 14. Charlie Sheen. Former co-protagonist of the 2.5 Men series, Charlie Sheen has quite a well-known bad reputation. Before he was fired in 2012, he was the highest-paid actor on TV. His egotistical ways have been well documented in a lot of interviews, like that time when he called Rihanna the B-word. He's also known for his destructive tendencies, drug addiction, alcoholism, and mistreating his romantic partners. 15. Sandra Bullock. Sandra Bullock isn't the sweetheart everybody thinks she is. Not only refusing fans' autographs, which is okay, but also insulting them. One time a disabled man asked her for an autograph, and she responded by covering her face and insulting him. She tried to control her romantic partner Jesse James too. According to him, he cheated on her because she always made him feel inferior. Although Jesse is a jerk as well, because of other people's testimonies, we can't discount his statements completely. Number 16. Zooey Deschanel. She is cute, true, but she's also nasty, moody, and unhappy, or at least that's how her castmates called her. She is the queen when we talk about controlling the set. You don't want to see her when the schedules don't go the way she wanted. One producer claimed she was a horrible boss, not only because of the scheduled moments. Not showing at all and treating bad others in the set complements the bad behavior of this beauty. Number 17. Tobey Maguire. Tobey is not so friendly like Peter Parker. In fact, he's not friendly at all. He seems to not know how to treat people. While out one night, he decided to offer $1,000 to a waitress to bark. The waitress laughed at that, believing it was a joke, making Tobey to insist even more. One casting director went far enough to call him, quote, the worst little monster you've ever met, and people on set are requested to not have eye contact with him. Number 18. Johnny Depp. Pirates of the Caribbean star Johnny Depp has a violent reputation. Several stories of him getting into altercations with those on set, destroying a hotel room and trying to blame an armadillo, even being sued during the production of City of Lies. Things on set aren't better. Ex-managers claim Johnny feels he doesn't need to learn his lines. Some say this is thanks to his extended work with Tim Burton, but that shouldn't be an excuse for not working with other directors. Not cool, Johnny. Number 19. Ben Stiller. Maybe the star of Zoolander is hilarious, but in real life, he's not such a good person. One story explains that Stiller freaked out in a restaurant when he found out there weren't 2 exact ice cubes in his Diet Coke. A little extreme? How about making his private assistant stand in his parking spot to make sure nobody but him takes it? Number 20. Shia Labeouf. Some said that the Transformers protagonist is rude. Others say he's weird. Meanwhile, fans claim he expects special treatment for who he is. Even one fan stated Shia tried to look under her sister's shirt. And of course, other celebs don't want to work with him anymore. The biggest example of his crappy behavior is when he plagiarized an entire screenplay. The worst of it was that all he did was to take the comic writer Daniel Crowe's work and photocopied it. Who else do you think that can be on the list? Leave us a comment with your opinion. Don't forget to subscribe to Facts First for more videos.